Back to the streets of Miami. There are just 3 races remaining in the battle for the 2002 Trans Am Championship. Boris Said has won 5 races this year. Now he chases his first championship as a way to reward his team.
I like winning races. I mean, I'm not so concerned about a championship, but I would like to do it for them because they've supported me the last couple of years, and it'd be a neat deal.
Butch Leitzinger has 3 wins on the season, and he has new life in the title hunt. This week, officials overturned a penalty, putting Butch right back in the race.
We're not out of it yet, and we have 3 races to go, and if I win all 3, maybe there's a chance that something could happen.
Paul Gentilozzi is a 3-time series champion with only 1 victory this year. He says nothing else than another title will work.
When you've won championships, anything less than that is a failure. So whether you finish 2nd, 3rd, 4th don't mean anything. You got to win. That's what counts.
For the first time in nearly a decade, the streets of Miami, Florida, reverberating with the sounds of V8 Thunder. The Trans Am Tour is back, part of the Grand Prix Americas. It's next here on Speed. Hello again, everyone. I'm Rick Benjamin, joined by Bill Adam. Great to be with you from the streets of Miami. The 10th race of the 2002 season, the championship hunt, very much alive as we look ahead to these last couple of races. But, Bill, this may be the most challenging place these drivers have seen all year.
Without question, it could be a major challenge because the track itself is so tight, so many corners compressed into this small distance, that passing will be absolutely a nightmare. I don't know where they're going to get by, and it means that the cars have got to take a huge risk every time they pass. That may cost the contenders.
We've been to Long Beach, we've been to 3 Rivers, we've been to Denver. Passing possible in all those places here, we're not sure. We'll have to wait and see. Talking about the championship hunt, Butch Leitzinger is back in it with 3 races to go. He's back up to 3rd. A controversial penalty was overturned by SCCA officials just a few days ago. For the latest on that, Calvin Fish on pit road.
Well, Rick, this whole story developed following Butch Leitzinger's 2nd place finish in Denver. When the car went through post-race tech, the Trans Am officials deemed that he was using an ignition box, which was not approved for the series. Well, they decided to throw him out of the event, lost him 28 points and $20,000 in prize money. Tom Gloy here from Tom Gloy Racing was livid about that decision. You appeal it, Tom. It was heard this week. What's the outcome?
Well, the outcome is that we got almost all our money and almost all our points back, Calvin. But more important than money and points is integrity and honesty. That's really what our appeal was about. We've been in this sport a long time, 30 years. And to be honest with you, that kind of a penalty and that kind of a cloud hanging overhead really couldn't be accepted. So I'm glad that we came out of it very well. We want to go in. Butch is going to take the Tommy Bahama car to the front. We're going to leave this behind us.
Okay, well, he gets 23 of those 28 points back. He's right back in the championship hunt. He's 3rd, 12 points behind Gentilozzi. He'll be a factor this afternoon. Rick?
And let's take a look at our starting lineup now. Because of the track conditions and the rain we've had earlier in the weekend, no times were taken, so the field lines up according to points. Points leader Boris Said will have the pole in the 33. Paul Gentilozzi's Rocket Sports Jaguar alongside in row 1. Butch Leitzinger has the Tommy Bahama 88 inside row 2 with Johnny Miller, one of the Rocket Sports Jags, in the 2nd row as well. Veteran Stu Hader from California starts 5th with Randy Ruhlman out of North Carolina in car number 49. He's Leitzinger's teammate. Tony Ave lines up 7th, and the Panos the 53. Mike Lewis in the Amerisuites Jaguar goes 8th. Starting 9th, Tommy Dreese from Hollywood, California in the 3rd Rocket Sports Jag. Simon Gregg from Florida, his Corvette is 10th. Starting 11th, Paul Fix out of Buffalo in a Jaguar. Ohio's Bob Ruhlman goes 12th in the 23 car. That's a Corvette. Starting 13th, Justin Bell is back at Jim Durhag's 40. Claudio Burton in one of the Panoses. That's car number 2. He starts in 14th spot. Going 15th, veteran Mike Davis, his Applied Computer Solutions Mustang. Don Sack out of Michigan has the 10 car starting 16th. Richard LaBarbera in the IUPAT car. That's a Mustang. He goes in the 9th row with Mike Cronin. His number 9 is a Corvette. The 10th row, George Diaz in the 91. That's a Jaguar. Luis Mendez's Mustang, the 68. And the final row, John Levy is back. He's a Floridian in the 18 car. And veteran Mandy Gonzalez in the 05. Let's check in on pit road. Here's Jan Beekes.
And you talk street circuit, you have to talk Justin Bell. As we're getting close to the green here, remember, he won in Houston and was a player in Long Beach. He says the way to win these things, set up the car to save the rear tires.
Tire management, I think, will be very important today, Bill, on a circuit like this.
Well, I think it will, too, because one of the problems with the circuit is these guys are going over so many different types of pavement. They go from a smooth asphalt to a grippy one to concrete. Here we go. The fun is about to start.
100 miles of racing in the streets of Miami. Green flag is in the air. Gentilozzi in the blue Jaguar trying to get to turn one, but Boris will be on the inside. Leitzinger shoulders his way along, Paul, as they fight for second. Simon Gregg knocked off line there in the 59. Field starting to go single file. This is the tightest part of the track.
This is really a funnel down here, and particularly right here. Watch the shine in the pavement. You'll actually see a reflection off some of the cars because this is a slick area. You can see in the middle, right along here, that's the concrete stretch they put in. Try and give them more.
We've got one car in the wall. That may well be Simon Gregg's 59. We saw him get bumped off line coming to the corner. He ended up in the tire barrier. We'll see if he can refire the car. And there's one of the back markers. I believe that's Mendez, who had to get on the brakes. Gregg in the 59 back underway, but there's body damage to the left front corner of the Corvette.
But you know what? Talk about a strong car. That really doesn't look badly deformed right now. Now, watch in the back of the frame, right up in this area here, and you're going to see him get pushed off line into that tire. There he goes, just pushing right out. Couldn't turn the car. Not enough grip on the tires.
His teammate Justin Bell almost caught up in it. That's the other orange and blue Corvette with the reverse paint scheme. So Simon is back underway. Points leader Boris Said is the leader. Coming to complete lap one. Jaguar has second and third spots. It's Gentilozzi in the 5, Miller in the 64. The Eaton Cutler Hammer AutomationDirect.com car. Johnny Miller right behind the team owner, Gentilozzi here. Johnny hasn't been to victory lane yet this year.
No, he hasn't. And his smooth driving may pay big dividends for him here because he has always had that reputation. He tends to be a car saver. He's very nice with the car. Treats it well and really drives the car very well. One of the problems with the track is going to be any lapse in concentration. If you get offline, another tangle.
4 cars stacked up.
Boy, they've got the curve blocked right there. That is turn 1.
John Levy trying to sneak through in the 18 car. That's the McGuire's number 9. One of the cars involved, Mike Cronin Jr. He gets refired. Look, George Diaz there in the 91 and the 05. That beautiful Corvette of Manny Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Richard LaBarbera, there's the IUPAT Mustang. Up front is Boris Said. Levy tucks in. Oh, in trouble for one of the Revolution Motorsports cars.
Again, the slippery part.
I think that's Don Sachs, number 10, spinning on the concrete patch.
It's so easy. Yesterday in the American Le Mans race, we saw cars just kind of tiptoeing through this area. Here's a replay of what happened.
And that was not Boris Said. That's the 11 of Mike Lewis. Got tangled up there.
How curious is that? It almost looked like he just came to a stop all by himself, as if it came out of gear or something. There you see Don Sachs getting loose, going into the corner. He was under braking. Now keep in mind, they are trying to go as hard as they can on relatively cold tires.
So Don Sack trying to spin the 10 car and get it pointed in the right direction. Calvin, pretty greasy out there after the car champ cars did their thing earlier today.
Well, absolutely, Rick. And this racetrack is very low grip in the first place. Everyone has gone with the softer of the two options for the BFG tires, the BF Goodrich tires. They have a 200, which is the softer, 75 is the harder. Everyone's on 200s here looking for grip. So we don't expect any tire problems. They're really not generating enough side load to generate any heat in the tires. They should be good for the whole race distance, even if we have a lot of green. Same thing for brakes. No one's anticipating brake problems here, even though we're on a street circuit. Rick?
Backside of the racetrack, running order up top in our speed strip, and full course caution will be shown to the drivers. Working lap 3, the pits are closed. On board with Johnny Miller. He has to back out of the gas. He had a notion there to try to sneak around the boss, Gentilozzi, but saw the yellow and decided that would not be the place to do it. So it's early in the going on the streets of Miami. 10th race of the 2002 Trans Am season. Show you the top 10. We'll be right back.